Hello everybody, this is your old friend RJ City, and today we'll be watching the trailer to 1976's Flood. And I say it like that because there is an exclamation mark in the title indicating how you should say it. This is another Irwin Allen film. I am on an Irwin Allen kick. It's a film in a sense because really what happened is he was so successful in his cinematic theatrical releases, the Poseidon Adventures, the Towering Infernos, what have you, that he decided to ink a deal with ABC to make 3 TV movies. And this was one of them, and somehow it actually ended up on NBC. So maybe the people at ABC saw it and said, this is kind of shit. And he had this movie called Flood just lying around, and NBC said, sure, why not? We're dry. We need more. The head of NBC called for more water-based TV movies. So here we go. I don't know who's in it. I don't think it matters, judging by the title. Expect a lot of water. Without any further ado, here is the trailer to 1976's Flood. It's not the best cast. What? It's not even... These are explosions.
I put this town back on the map. Every decision I ever made was for the good of these people. And it still is.
John, don't you realize what could happen? You know the pressure behind that dam. If it goes, the lake goes with it, right down through that canyon like Niagara Falls. It'll wipe out this town and everyone.
I don't care. This town needs a dam. Build it.
One man knew the truth and did nothing. Another man suspected the truth and tried to do something.
Oh no. Nothing will save this town like water. It's a damn town. It's a damn fine town.
Now it was too late.
Evil dams.
It's gonna bust. And it's on your head. Your head!
Oh no. You're gonna ruin the whole town. He knew what he was doing.
How much time before the water reaches town?
He's a fucking doctor.
Like the sound of a giant waterfall.
It's because it is water.
1,000,000 tons of unleashed fury sweeps through a
Wet
terrified
fury.
community, threatening to change their lives forever.
There's a
And in
flood.
some cases, end them.
Flood. Come on, do it again. Yes?
Brownsville is underwater. We don't even know how
Oh
many
no.
casualties.
Brownsville is the new
Medicine,
Atlantis.
Food, blankets, drinking water's called help.
Drink. Oh my. The water is eating her. How did they film that? Is it a house just sinking? Come on, everyone, there's a flood. Haha, even more water. Look out, everyone. Flood, flood. The only people survive are the ones who are wearing capris. Jump! Grab hold. This one helicopter is saving everyone in the town. Oh no! Oh no! Oh Jesus! There's mud too. Flood brackets. Mud. Holy shit! Holy shit! That's how you open and close a trailer. You yell the title 3 times. Flood, 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 and then water will appear in the bathroom sink. First of all, I have completely already forgotten who was in the cast. They're not that memorable, I'm sorry to say. Good, probably like character actors, but no one who jumps out like a Fred Astaire or an Ernest Borgnine or someone of that magnitude, unfortunately. And this really does feel like a TV movie. I guess the mayor of the town, it's a struggling town, and I'm sure there's a lot of dirty money involved in his dealings, a lot of hush-hush briefcases, that kind of thing. Inks a deal with a construction company because the one thing this town really needs is a dam. And they need a dam so fucking big that the architects and the construction workers are not even sure that a dam should be built here. That's how big. It's always a rogue, just the folly of man to build a dam so big. I don't know why this town can't hold a dam. I guess it's where they're putting it, and it's a lake. It's really, I mean, it's just a lake flood. How big is this lake? Where are we? Brownsville? Brownsville is really the new Niagara, I guess. And that one man knew. Nobody else understood except for the mayor controlling it and one, I don't know what that guy was, just a townsfolk who did the math in his head, and he's like, this is not a good idea at all. In fact, this is perhaps a very bad idea. They tried to warn them. It didn't work. He said, to hell with you. I'm going ahead. I'm going to do this anyway. I'm going to take the risk. I don't know what happened. Obviously, it was just too much water. Maybe they tried to do it too cheaply, which is often what happens. Once I got a shower repaired, and the guy put in the door upside down and backwards. And I thought, this is what happens when you try to do things too cheaply. So I found this relatable. And then when the shit breaks and it springs a leak and continues to spring a leak, the guy calls the mayor on the phone. He's like, this is all your fault. And the mayor's like, mayor doesn't even accept any responsibility. He just kind of hangs up the phone. He's like, ah, shit, not my problem. Let's get out of here on the next boat. I don't seem to have, for all the water in this, does not seem to be one fucking boat. You know, a lot of helicopters. I mean, it's the same helicopter. It's like that one helicopter is just, they only, like Brownsville is totally isolated. No one else can get to it. They only have this one helicopter, and they're just sending one by one. They're rescuing people. It's very hard. And I don't know who that guy was who had difficulty reaching it with his gloved hand. And of course, the helicopter wasn't going to lower itself. And why would a rescue helicopter have a rope ladder on it? You don't need one of those. It's kind of useless. So he fell, I guess, into the mud and the whatever. A lot of things falling. That one woman, there were two women who got hit by the flood. Flood. And the first one was on like a little ledge, and she just kind of jumped into the water. Like, it was almost as if everything was going on and she was upset that like she was safe and that wasn't really about her. And she's like, like this whole flood is going on without me. I think I should join and like be involved as best I can as a woman who's maybe kind of drowning. She can probably swim, and she's like, I think I can handle myself against this current. You know, because the streets were just flooded. And she just straight up jumped in, like nothing hit her, nothing pushed her. She just jumped into the water, like, help. But that other woman got her ass kicked. She was banging on that door, and she should have been going the other way because the water went, whoa, like that. And you do wonder why people aren't on the second or third floors of their houses or apartment buildings. But that's Brownsville for you. That's lowland Brownsville for you. And of course, in a helicopter, the entire city of Brownsville is underwater. I didn't think it would be that hard. It's just raging. This lake really, really never ends. And I will say, there's also a lot of explosions. And I don't know how that necessarily equates to the flood aspect. Like, is it a flood of gasoline? There seems to be a lot of combustible elements in the town of Brownsville, unfortunately. Not too much in the way of character, except for then there's a scene with a nurse and a doctor. Why a doctor? It looks like an emergency room doctor, or maybe a walk-in clinic with no fucking anything about floods is beyond me. But the nurse was like, this is the only guy in town. Doctor, how will we know the flood is coming? She's like, well, it'll sound like a bunch of water. It's like, gee, fucking thanks, Doc. I couldn't put that together in my head either. I really appreciate it. So, as much as I am entranced by the sales pitch of flood, I don't think I'll be seeing this film in full.